I thought I'd do a short video on what we carry for two people for a 7-day trip that we're going on next week. Actually, it wouldn't really vary that much whether it's 3 days or 7 days, with the exception of the food, in which case we probably wouldn't take the barrel, but you know, like a food bag or something. Anyway, 2 packs. So this pack is a Duluth Monarch number 4. Fairly big pack, so it takes a lot. What we usually do is have the guy who's carrying the canoe, we want to do single carries. So the guy who's carrying the canoe carries this pack, and we try and make it light and fill it with bulky stuff. So the stuff over here, I don't have it all because my brother hasn't, I don't have my brother's stuff yet, but there's not that much more. So I've got my sleeping bag, my clothing bag, his sleeping bag. So what I'm missing is his clothes, my sleeping mat, which is an X-bed down mat, and it blows up with this bag, which just hooks. It's a schnozzle bag, which is great because you don't have to like huff and puff. Basically 3 fills of the bag and the thing is full, and it's really comfy. And I have one of those Neo Airs, and it makes a lot of crinkling noise during the night, whereas this one doesn't, and it's really comfortable and warm. I think it's even good for winter if you put another kind of a foam mat underneath. I haven't tried that yet. This is a tarp that we use. It's an integral design tarp. Always bring along a few stakes to help out. I know you could probably lighten the load by making your own, but not that adventurous. The tent, which is a Hillyberg Anyan 2-person tent. It weighs about 3 pounds something, so it's a pretty light tent, which is a big improvement from the tent that I used to use, which was also a Hillyberg, but it was a winter tent and it weighed about 8 pounds. Also in this pack, keep this little mat, which is like an all-purpose mat. It's you know, for cooking on, for sitting on. It's insulated, that duct lining stuff, so it's great for everything. We even use it for standing on when you get outside of the tent in the middle of the night to do your business. So it really has multiple purposes. This is a small first aid kit, which I keep in the outside packs. A little tripod for the camera, fishing kit, and the fuel, which I like to keep in the outside, separate from everything else. This stuff would go in the canoe, the baler and the throw rope, and just the painter for the front of the canoe. And that stuff would be on me, like the hat and the bandana. This is a sea line pack that I keep. It's waterproof. I keep camera in there, GPS, some emergency supplies if we were to ever get dumped. That's something to have on you at all times. I do carry bear spray. Hopefully never have to use it, but it just does make you feel a little bit better. A knife, of course. This, I don't have the Nalgene container. I have a metal Nalgene that I like to use because you can actually cook in it and everything. And we use it for coffee in the morning. So that's pretty much everything that would go into this, with the exception, of course, of my brother's clothes and his map. That's about the only thing that's missing. So this is, all this stuff goes in the other pack. This goes in the canoe, of course, the map. This is just a little bag of fire starter. I like to cook using a wood stove, the little firebox that's over there, or in the fire pit. So carrying around birch bark and enough dry twigs so that if it does rain, we've got a good supply. Just strapping on the back of the pack, it's not a problem. The other pack is an Ostrom pack, Wabakini. Unfortunately, Ostrom, I think they've gone out of business. They make fantastic, or they made fantastic equipment. That pack just holds a ton. It's pretty comfortable, and it's a great canoe pack. So what goes in there? In the bottom we put the barrel, and we keep our food in there. The food that's over there is most of what we'll need for the trip. My brother's bringing some other stuff, which will pretty much fill it. So that's about that goes in the bottom. Then I keep, there's like 2 wide mouth X-bed bags there that the rest of this stuff goes in. Just to keep things organized and make it really easy. So here's a little, it's a fry pan and sort of a Dutch oven. It's called Fry Bake. You can look them up on the internet. It's industrial strength anodized aluminum, great for the outdoors. It's not non-stick, so it's not good for eggs and stuff like that, but pretty much good for everything else, and it's great for making back. This is just an all-purpose, basically 1 liter pot that I've got, and it's also have a small non-stick fry pan on the top of that that I can make eggs with. The other is a Trangia pot that we cook most of our meals in. Inside of that is the kitchen kit, which is a stove with that goes with the fuel there that we need, and lighters and kitchen cleanup stuff like sponge and soap, stuff like that. This here is a utensil bag, Frost River roll up, and it keeps things organized nicely. So the spatula, spoon, and cheese grater, not too much stuff is in there. On the outside of the pack we keep an axe and saw. This is a Bob Dustrude saw. I've got quite a few saws, and this is the best one by far that I've got. This is a Grants Force Brooks Wildlife hatchet, and it's great. It's a nice weight to be taking in a canoe trip. Not too heavy, not too light. Always a pair of gloves that you can work with. Chair. I like a chair. I'll be comfortable out there. And my brother will also bring a chair. The other stuff is toiletries, bear bag, rope. There's a little repair kit over there, buckles and spare rope, stuff like that. My rain gear, as I said, the firebox stove, and plates and bowls, and that's pretty much it. And that all goes into, all that stuff over there goes into that bag, and basically this stuff goes into this bag. And so this one, I think fully loaded, weighs about 16 kilos, and that one, I don't know what it weighs with the food. It's pretty damn heavy though when you're carrying it by yourself, because that person is carrying the paddles, usually strap the life jackets and everything to the back of that one. But it makes it, we've done pretty long portages with this system, and it works pretty well. So that's it. Hope that helps.